type of word problems we're going to look at in this section is involving consecutive numbers. So we need to talk about what the word consecutive means. If it rained for 3 consecutive days, it means that it rained for 3 days in a row. So find the next 2 consecutive integers. So we want to look for numbers that come in a row. So if I have 5, the next one would be 6, followed by 7. If I had -7, the one just bigger than that is going to be -6, then -5. So those are 3 consecutive integers. Find the next 2 consecutive even integers. Sometimes it will be specified that we want even numbers, and we want the even numbers to go in a row. So 6, the next even number is 8, and the one after that is 10. If I have -4, the next bigger even integer is -2, and then 0. And finally, the next 2 consecutive odd integers, 7, 9, 11, -3, -1, +1. So now let's look at that in terms of variables. So we want to write consecutive integers, and we're going to let our first integer be equal to x. So if the first integer is x, look up here at the top here at the consecutive integers. Notice to go from the first one to the second one, you add 1. So to go from 5 to 6, you'll add 1. So if the first one is x, the second one, I'm going to add 1 to get to it. And then to get to the third one, I need to add 1 more. So x plus 1 will be +2. For even or odd consecutive integers, if the first one is x, to get to the second one, I'm going to start with the first one. So you can see here with the even ones, to go from 6 to 8, I add 2. So I'm going to add 2 here. And also on the odd ones, to go from 7 to 9, I also add 2. So get from 1, skip over the middle one, and get to the one after it. So I add 2. To get to the third one, I'm going to add 2 more. So I have x plus 2, which will be x plus 4. So these will be the expressions we use for consecutive integers. Example 7, we're going to write an expression for the following statements, and we're not going to solve it this time. The sum, so sum means an addition problem, of 2 consecutive integers is 93. So this is just consecutive integers. So our first integer will be x, and our second integer will just add 1 to it. We have the sum, so we're going to add them. So we'll have the first one plus the second one is, remember, is equals 93. B, the sum of 3 consecutive even integers is 30. So our first integer will be x. Our second integer, this time we're talking even, so to get to the next one, I'll need to add 2. And then the third one, we'll add 2 more, so we'll have x plus 4. So there's our 3. And again, it is a sum, so I'm going to add them. So that will be x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is 30. C, this time I have a product of 2 consecutive odd integers. So first one again will be x. The second one, again, we're talking odd. So to get to from one odd integer to the next one, I'm going to need to add 2. Product means multiplication. So I'm going to take the first integer times the second integer, and the result is 99. there they are. Example 8, we're going to define a variable, then write and solve an equation. This time we're going to solve it to find the numbers for each description. So we have 3 consecutive integers have a sum of 93. So we'll have 3, first, second, third. First one will be x. The second one, because they're just consecutive integers, we'll add 1, and then add 1 more and get x plus 2. They have a sum, so we're going to add them. So we have x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is 93. I'm going to combine my x's, get 3x plus 3 is 93. We'll subtract 3 from both sides, and that results in 3x is equal to 90. We'll divide both sides by 3, and we end up with x is equal to 30. So that means that our first number is 30, so x is 30. Our second number is going to be plus 1, so 31. And our third number will be plus 2, so 30 plus 2 is 32. So 30, 31, and 32 would be our answers.